be winning. Keep grinding, it's just the beginning. Rapping about they ain't living. Ain't no top boy, you gotta be kidding. Like Nike, I go get a check. Baby girl, watch your flex. Got your trees, she go for the PNV on my up next. Can't wait till I caught me a Mozzie. On Cali, I feel like a different man. We got the pack, we delivering. I remember cold nights, I was shivering. Gotta go get the bag and no stopping me. Saying they know I'm a prodigy. Saying these be watching me. Got your trees in the spot, and I just hit 1 million views. So much better, I don't know what to do. Stack it up, gon' call me a coupe. I be dripping, they calling me soup. I be dripping, they calling me soup. Stack it up, gon' call me a coupe. I be dripping, they calling me soup. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids. Got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Gotta get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man. 15, when I saw my first 100 bids. Got my first 100 bids and made it through the running, man. They know how we coming, man. Go and get this money, man. I came up from nothing, had to turn it into something, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's Coleman on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Andre Howe. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. So
the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 29 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Well, the Atlanta Falcons, their offense takes the field again, and the story for them this year, if you had to sum it up in one word, I think you would agree, it's been injuries in 2018. This is not the year they expected to have.
And it really happened on both sides of the ball, but it happened bigger on the defensive side of the ball. Keanu Neal, their free safety. Ricardo Allen, their strong safety. Deion Jones missed 10 games at middle linebacker. Flip it over to the offense. Devontae Freeman missed much of the season at running back. Both starting guards, Brandon Fusco and Andy Levitri, were both out. You're exactly right. Injuries were the name of the game for the Falcons in 2018. Hopefully they can get everyone back and move forward, because that's a dynamite team when they're all together.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He got 29 yards that time. They'll toss it to Coleman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly just down a score. They come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
On second and 10, Watson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Throwing on third down, Watson. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds. Incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. It's Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. On first down, it's Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make...
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you've got going on. The only concern you have, to get to the half, what adjustments would the offense make to try to defeat you?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
11. Gun. Get up. Gun.
On third down, Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left side, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Gun. Get up.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
12. Gun. 21.
Again, Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
20, 20. 20, 20.
Ryan will throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Well, Charles, you think about the Houston Texans and the turnaround that they've had this year. Double-digit.
I have to jump in.
Oh, because you projected this.
Do we remember preseason? Was there something that was said in preseason?
You want to
about
clear
the
your
Houston Texans?
You want to clear your throat one more time?
Let me clear my throat. Oh, sorry. What were you saying now?
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one goes for 24 yards. Watson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Two jet.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Watson now on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt.
Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, Tuesday.
Now Ryan on first down. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
20.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. The final shot before the break. Watson, he's going to air one out. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that they're driving.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Deion Jones coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Watson operating from the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Richmond.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Ryan. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. This is Coleman. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Get up!
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Here's Bosher to kick it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Here's Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Ryan, eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 20. From their own 2, Charles, they opted to throw it instead of run it. We saw the outcome.
I think what a lot of teams count on is defenses to stack the line of scrimmage, trying to force a safety or force a turnover there. But if you've got a good defensive front, you just allow them to play the run, and everyone else stays ready, and they were, and they picked that one off.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Tuesday.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So the sack put 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
21. 11. Straight out. Look out!
Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Going underneath, it's Coleman. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bull.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they